Always great chatting with my next guest. Tanner Boser is finally going to be back in action at UFC Fight Night on June 5th. He's going to be taking on Ilir Latifi. Tanner, what's up, man? How's it going?
It's going all right. Just getting ready. How's it going?
It's going well. Where'd you get that hat? I really like it. That's it's like an Alberta-themed hat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's the Alberta flag in a bear. I got it in Canmore, just at a store there when I was there with my girlfriend last August.
Nice. I got to head up there. I hear great things about Canmore. It's really beautiful up there. But anyways, let's talk some fighting. Obviously, that's why we're here. I imagine you wanted to fight a little bit sooner than this. I feel like I saw something on your social media a couple months back that you had a fight lined up and then it fell through. What happened? Why has there been such a layoff since your last fight?
I didn't have a fight lined up. I was offered Alexander Gustafsson, but the fight would have been late May, I think, so it wouldn't have really been much different of a date.
Okay.
I've just been waiting, yeah. It was kind of no rush, I had stuff to work on, and now I have a fight and got to go get it done.
No, it's all good. It seemed like you did get a lot of notice for this fight, though, against Latifi, right? Like, When did you find out?
I don't remember, but I definitely had like a few months' notice.
Good. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And how are the COVID restrictions where you're at? Because I know last time, it's something we talked about all last year about, I know some camps you were able to go train in the gym, some camps you weren't. Like, what's the latest on everything now?
Right now, the gyms are closed again. Sometimes one-on-ones are allowed, and now and then professionals are allowed in groups, and then you're not allowed to train at all. And the rules change basically every single day. It's a complete and utter fucking disaster, and the government's a bunch of fucking morons. So I just I follow the daily rules of whatever we're allowed to do that day to the best of my ability, and that's how I train.
Okay. Yeah, it's sort of do what you can, so to speak there. Have you had it yet where the cops have shown up at your gym? I've heard that from some fighters.
No?
Well, that's good. I was going to say, I don't know how that would go down. Obviously, last fight did not go your way against Arlovsky. What did you sort of take away from that performance? You mentioned working on things. What are some of the things you've been working on leading into this fight?
I just need to do more. Need to have more urgency. The fight was close, but I didn't do enough to, make it definitively mine. So I can't sit back and believe I'm winning. I gotta really go for it. And that loss was the second worst feeling loss of my career, because I felt like, I knew I could have done more. I wasn't, even overly tired when it was done. So I would rather fight my ass off and get knocked out or something than lose a fight that I feel like I might have been one punch away from winning. What
was the worst loss of your career?
The knockout to Tim Hague.
Okay, gotcha. I figured that was that, but I just had to clarify, obviously, anyways. You're fighting Latifi, 14-8 record. He's fought mainly at light heavyweight, but he's a heavyweight now, one of the more undersized guys. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
Well, he's not really undersized. He weighs in close to 250.
Undersized in terms of the height. That's kind of what I meant. Sorry to interrupt you there. That's sort of what I meant. He's one of the shorter heavyweights is kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah,
no, he's really short. He's like 5'10". So I got the range on him a little bit. His reach is actually, I don't know, like half an inch shorter than mine. We basically have the same reach. But I'll be taller and I'll be able to use my reach a little better than him. So obviously I just gotta. He does punch really well. There's a misconception there. He punches well. He explodes fast. He counter flurries really well off of certain things. But he's a really good wrestler. He takes guys down and he holds them there. He doesn't always do tons of damage when you're down there, but he'll hold you there. And I have to create scrambles and get up, because I don't want to lay there and let the clock tick away to a loss.
Absolutely. Do you sort of look at his style where, you mentioned it there, he's got good wrestling. He can kind of frustrate his opponents and sort of neutralize them. We saw that in the Derek Lewis fight. Do you sort of look at that and think, okay, I got to come out a little bit differently so he doesn't do that to me?
Yeah, so everything with him is kind of is just flipping coins, Everybody gets tied up when they go for that flying knee and they don't knock him out. But Ryan Bader did knock him out with a flying knee, and Volkan did catch him with a knee as well. It was kind of a different one after a war of attrition a little bit, but so yeah, you can catch him with those moves, but if you get close enough to land those highlight strikes and you don't land them flush, he'll grab you, and then He's really effective at taking guys down. So, yeah, you gotta weigh risk versus reward.
Training camp, anything different for this one? We talked about the restrictions. Are you getting to work with any of your guys like Teddy or KB Buller, any of those guys?
Yeah, on the days where we're allowed to train together, I have my full team with me, as well as I'm working hard. I've been I guess doing a little more strength and trying to put on a little bit of weight on purpose.
Okay. Is the cardio still a thing? I know that was a big deal for you last year, is getting more cardio in. Are you still doing lots of that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's still there. It's still there.
Good.
Just trying to, get my weight up a little bit. 232 was a little too light last time. And my fight always drops fight week. I can't help it. It just goes.
And he's not going to light heavyweight, people, just so you can quit asking him that, right? So we've been over that a couple times. I mentioned KB Buller there. Obviously, unfortunate news. He got cut by the UFC. How's he doing? Have you spoken to him recently?
I've spoken to him briefly. Not about that yet. Yeah.
But I'm sure, Unified's doing shows again. I'm sure him and Teddy will probably get some fights here soon, I would think, once the government sort of loosens up on everything, right? So,
Unified is supposed to do a show in July. Whether or not that they're actually able to do it, I know they were planning an outdoor show if they weren't allowed to do one inside.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know, though, because, again, the rules seriously change, like, bi-weekly, man. It's really hard to plan anything, so if that goes through, they're not going to have a shortage of guys wanting to fight after a year of there being no local fights, that's for sure.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Teddy and Chuck.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. And how's this fight playing out on June 5th? How do you see it unfolding?
He's going to take me down, and I'm just going to get up, and we're both going to be tired, but I'm going to push through it because I got better cardio, and I'll knock him out in round 3.
Quick turnaround, or with the COVID rules, are you kind of like just, sort of wait and see? Because I know there's a lot of quarantining in between there, right?
Yeah, there's quarantines in our sweet concentration hotels and things like that. If I get out of this one and I'm not hurt, then I'll take a fight right away.
Would you still want to fight? Like if Gustafsson, I heard the latest on him now is that he's saying summer he wants to come back. Would that be a fight that would interest you? Because you had it looked like it was scheduled to take place.
He's going down to 205. He's going back to 205.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, there you go. Interesting. That makes a lot of sense. And kind of on that note, have you had to get a vaccine yet, or are you on the list? Because I know for me here in BC, I'm on a list. I have not got an appointment yet. What's the latest in Alberta with the vaccine stuff?
I don't think I'm eligible yet. I think we're to people 30 and over, and I'm not quite 30. But I'll get a vaccine when they force me to, because I need one to go to fight and work. But besides that, they can fuck off, man. I'm fucking sick of it.
Yeah, no, I think everyone is as well. And that's the main reason I'm doing it too, is because I want to go.
I'm sick of it, but I'm not fucking sick. And nobody I fucking can see is suffering from anything besides their businesses constantly being shut down and people I know going bankrupt. So, no, I don't want to go get the fucking vaccine. But when I'm forced to in order to make a living, then yes, I will get the vaccine.
Gotcha. No, I understand the frustration. Like we're in this really crappy spot. We want to travel, but there's so many restrictions. Like I haven't been to the States since the end of 2019, and I live 5 minutes away from the U.S. border, but it's because of all the restrictions, which I get because you don't want people coming in. But it's tough. Do you know a lot of friends and family personally that have been affected, like business wise? Because I know, obviously it's killing everyone. Shara, who we know, right, the strength and conditioning coach, and her business was going through a rough patch with this whole COVID thing as well.
Yeah, I know lots of people whose businesses have been seriously affected. People who, they've lost businesses. People are screwed because they're not allowed to work, and it just doesn't. Look, I'm not a scientist. I'm not even smart. I'm a fucking moron. But it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why can we pile 1,000 people in Costco? It's fucking. I don't even want to talk about it, dude. No
worries. On a lighter note, I did see they have a trading card of you. You were pretty amped on that. I'm sure, like most of us, we had trading cards when we were growing up. What was your reaction to that? I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I was excited for the whole day that day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then it went away. But maybe they'll make different cards of you or whatever, right? Did you like your picture at least?
It's the one when I'm walking away after I beat Pessoa. Yeah, it was cool. They'll only make other cards of me if I win a couple more fights, man. So I got to get in there and do my job. Can't get ahead of myself. Lost the last one, and the way it is, you're always nearing the chopping block, coming off a loss. So I got to win.
Absolutely. I got to get your thoughts on this whole Diego Sanchez thing. I'm sure you've been paying attention with his coach and all that. What's been your reaction? Because this is something we talked about in past interviews where you see those fake self-defense guys, kind of getting that same vibe from Diego's coach. Do you not feel the same way?
Yeah, no, Diego's clearly susceptible to, kind of manipulation that way. And that guy's, he's clearly he's like a cult leader, it's not right. When Diego's hanging upside down, he's like punching and kicking him in the head. It's so fucked up, man. Somebody needs to kill that guy.
He does it not remind you of those videos though, where you see people do like the fake, self-defense, and his coach is also saying there's like a death touch that he could have used on Michael Chiesa. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about that, but I'm not surprised. The guy's clearly out of his mind, and yeah, it's a really sad situation to see a former, title challenger, really great fighter. Maybe he took too many shots to the head, and he's just clearly being manipulated by, someone just selling snake oil.
Have you seen that before, where a coach will kind of make it about them? Like you saw that whole video, I'm sure, where, Fabia's complaining about the UFC's commentary on him, not even about Diego. They're just kind of trashing him. I thought that was a bit interesting, because isn't a coach supposed to be there for the fighter? That was kind of my thoughts on it.
Yeah, it's super strange. It's like Diego's like his like his parrot, he just walks around and has him, but it's all about him. It's not good.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Downtime, what's that looking like right now in terms of when you're not training, because I know you have a bit of downtime. What have you been up to?
Nothing really, man. I play Pokemon Go a lot still.
Yeah?
That's about it.
Still going strong?
Yeah. Been watching Superstore. It's really funny.
I saw that. That's good. You've been catching up on that. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you about that other thing. NHL. Have you been watching the Oilers at all? They've been doing pretty well.
Yeah, they've been doing okay. I haven't really been watching them. Haven't really been regularly watching them, but I'm glad they're doing well. I'm watching the San Jose Sharks a bit because my cousin
right.
My cousin signed with them a while ago, and he had his first game there a couple of weeks back. So when he has been playing, especially, I've been trying to tune in.
That's cool. What's the name of your cousin for people who might not know?
Brinson Pashnuk.
Princeton Pashnuk? That's a cool name.
Brinson.
Oh,
Brinson Pashnuk.
Brinson. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. That's a pretty unique name. I don't think I've ever heard that before. That's pretty cool. So that's what is he, forward defenseman? I'll be keeping an eye.
He's a defense.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. Well, I guess hopefully when things open up a bit, maybe you can go see one of his games in California. Maybe get a fight book there, and then you could kind of do like a combo or something, right?
Yeah, that would be great. His brother's on the Barracudas, so the farm team for the Sharks, like playing professional as well. And my fight against Linz last year, he was going to come to Vegas and hang out, but he got COVID at a party, and that he couldn't come. But yeah, no, it'd be good to go down and catch a hockey game, or for them to come down to one of my fights when it's allowed.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tanner, thanks for the time, man. Really appreciate it. Anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media? I'll give you the last word.
Sponsors, I got Axe Monkeys, PPS, Paul Pedal Services, Premier Built Garages, and Meal Craft, a big one. Thanks a lot for everything you guys do for me. Coaches are Jeff Montemuro and Cage Ronoda, and I think that's all she wrote, man.